There we are. Hey Neil, we're live again on a Wednesday afternoon as usual. Hump day, they say.
We're so consistent. Look at us go.
It is amazing, eh? Yeah, so how's your week been, Neil? Anything exciting that you want to share with me?
You just called us amazing, Quentin. I love how you are our biggest cheerleader.
I know. Oh,
This is what we need in our lives.
I think I've
Everyone needs a partner like Quentin.
exactly. I'm the cheerleader and you're the athlete. It just works out beautifully.
Where's your cheerleading outfit, Quentin? I feel like we need some pom-poms, maybe one of those crop tops. I think you'll
Yeah,
look amazing.
yeah, yeah. You don't know how good I look in those sort of things, Ben. And you
I
and you
definitely don't.
and you will never know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe if the audience wants it, we could sway you.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
think?
yeah. If there's enough requests for it, I can go for it. Because
You heard it live here, folks.
because Neil, something else you don't know about me. I'm actually in on the sly. I'm actually a FitFluencer.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
'Cause-
basically you don't know anything about actual personal training, but you just
well,
like good in photos.
you can't prove that, because just because I have thousands of people following me because of my fitness prowess and because of my beautiful body, my toned body, and I take pictures all day, I think you're just jealous.
I'm very jealous of the 20 angles that you took the same photo and achieved nothing that day other than standing and looking okay, average. You didn't
Yeah.
look good until you edited the photo.
No, it's true, but my sponsors love it, and they prepared to pay good money for it. So as a Fitfluencer, I potentially could make a lot of money if I could just get more sponsors, apart from the supplements that I'm sponsoring at the moment.
They always conveniently have like a protein shake in their hand. Like I'm telling you, this caption is about life and about like me or whatever. But
Yeah,
I'm just holding this NPL shake in my hand.
it can be photoshopped.
Happens to be here.
Yeah, it could be photoshopped. I could put another brand there next week if you want.
Yeah, like if this brand didn't give me money, I'm gonna put another brand on there.
Just in case people don't know that we're sort of doing this tongue in cheek. I'm not really a Fitfluencer. I know you think I could be, but I'm actually not.
I'm sure everyone is like, "What, Quentin? You're not actually a influencer? We would
Okay.
totally believe in you right there."
All right. So we're using this terminology. I wonder how many people know what a Fitfluencer is.
Everyone knows what a influencer is,
Do
Quentin.
they?
Where have you
Okay.
been?
All right. So technically, it's an influencer, and everyone nowadays on social media should know what that is. But in the fitness industry, so we actually find it interesting that there's this. People mix the two up. What is a fitfluencer versus actually a personal trainer and somebody that trains people, real people, with real programs and real insight, and people who studied. Are we being hypercritical then, or is it just kind of facts?
Well, I don't think there are any rules, which is, I think, the greatest thing about social media and the worst thing about social media is, yeah, you don't really need any credentials per se to be a fitfluencer. But
True.
then people always start blurring the lines. Like they start getting some following, and then how do you convert this into, because I mean, to be a fitfluencer or to be an influencer, it's a heck of a lot of time.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
put a heck of a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be doing that, spending that much time on your phone or on social media and making photos and whatever, you're going to need to obviously be immersed for it. So the dirty line, I don't know if we can call it a dirty line, is when these fitfluencers start training people,
Mm.
and you're not, just because you have following doesn't mean you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Uh, and I actually had a situation where I had a fallout with one of my ambassadors, brand ambassadors. She was helping me promote Training Academy, and then I'll continue to follow after the ambassadorship was kind of at an end. And then she started giving out like fitness advice, and I mean, there's a difference between like, hey, this is what I'm doing every day. This is what my routine is. Like, just like, this is what I'm doing with my body. And then starting to tell other people how to move or what to move or what works what.
Mm.
So I sent her a message about it, and she didn't handle it very well.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, I wouldn't, I mean, yeah, she had started to study personal training, but that doesn't mean that you're now a personal trainer just because you have the books.
Yeah,
So there is a line there, and I think that's a lot where the tension comes from.
yeah,
Because I 100% have a problem with people that are training people, trying to train others or give them programs because you're prescribing something and you don't know what you're doing. And it just comes down to, for me, I don't think there's any argument against safety. At the end
yeah,
of the day, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what's safe, you haven't studied anatomy or physiology or like the practical applications of exercise,
yes.
you can obviously get someone to hurt themselves. And
Right.
yeah, that's I think everyone's on the same page when it comes to safety, I hope.
Yeah, yeah, and if you don't remember, in our group a couple of weeks ago, we were going back and forth in a post where people giving nutrition advice, which is just as dangerous if you're not properly qualified and you just read a couple of articles online and now you telling people to eat bananas all day or whatever to to lose weight or whatever it is. It's the same way if somebody assumes that they know enough because they've been to the gym three times a week in the last 6 months and now they're a qualified personal trainer. And yeah, so that I think those are the dangers. But it's actually, Neil, it's something that sort of close to home, what you're saying about somebody training in a dangerous sort of situation. As you know, my daughter is involved with the circus training where she does the pole and the lyra and the silks and all of those sort of things. Yeah, falling from the roof and that type of thing. But she started about 3 years ago, and she just kind of, nobody taught her. She was just people that were just in the gym there just kind of showed her a couple of things, but not the right way to do it. Now she's actually injured herself lately, and she's got severe pains on a sternum and everything. And that's, I think, from training improperly and not doing an evaluation or a consultation that you teach, because she's actually got a bent spine, which they never picked up before. That's the one, yeah. So now that pressure has caused problems for her in her chest. So I'm just saying it was dear to me, and it was something. Now my daughter's in that situation where she's hurt because she didn't follow the advice of a professional personal trainer, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a danger. Like scoliosis is one of those. It's a big marker for, obviously there's a lot of things that you can't do. With a client that has scoliosis, for example, I mean, if you load this, the spine is curved, and then you load it in let's say in a general gym sense way.
Yeah.
And we've got words are coming out now in the chronological order. Let's say you put a barbell on your back to do squats.
Yeah.
You are literally loading a spine that is not in a straight line.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that. Yeah, that's not going to turn out very well. There are exercises you can still do for your legs. For example, for someone with scoliosis, what I've heard from biokinetics are one of the best things to do is you almost put like a belt like around your waist.
Yeah.
And then you can like elevate your feet on each side. So say, for example, there's a box on each side. The weight hangs in between the two boxes, and then you can perform the squatting movement, but now the load is actually being taken by the hips. And you're not obviously loading the top half of the spine.
Very interesting.
That's an example.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, instead of jumping in at the deep end and immediately starting to do tricks and things and, letting those silks, it's extremely dangerous, sort of how you drop down in a silk and this thing jerks you back into, it's, but it's very spectacular, and I'm sure there's a right way and a wrong way to do it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, just to like pull things back to the original topic, we're talking about FitFluencers and fitness professionals. To a certain degree, we just need to learn from each other because there are positives on either side. From being a fitness professional, spending money on education, for example, learning about safety, learning just about new trends, what's keeping up in the industry, certain things like that, super important.
Yeah.
However, if you spend all your time learning new things and you're just constantly upskilling yourself and you're not actually spending any like attention or time on marketing and sales,
Yeah.
you'll be a very well educated poor trainer.
Yeah, that's very true. It's all about upskilling yourself in education and doing things the right way. Yeah, so in physical training world, you can physically hurt yourself, but in a marketing world, you could financially hurt yourself and hurt yourself time wise as well, because it takes so much longer to correct your mistakes and start again and start again. You know.
So for the sake of this argument, let's say if someone is purely a FitFluencer, they're spending all their time on marketing, they're spending all of their budget on marketing, sales, pretty much in that box. And if you're a fitness professional, you're spending all your time on reading articles, getting like upskilling yourself to new courses, things like that, doing lots of reading, doing lots of research, doing lots of trying out on yourself, obviously trying the new tactics and tricks and whatever on yourself, and then implementing to clients. But yeah, if you're spending all your time in either one of those zones, it's an unbalanced. You put yourself in a very unbalanced position.
Yeah.
There's a time where you obviously have to upskill and you have to learn new things. But in order to, if you are working for yourself, there is a lot of your time and attention you just need to spend on marketing and on sales, because end of the day, you need to go out there and initiate conversations with people.
Yeah.
It's very rarely you are doing such a good job in marketing that people are just like, take my money.
Yeah, that's the dream. A lot of marketers on social media sells you, and it's that simple. But so there's a right way and a wrong way, is what we're saying. Yeah, Neil, we've been very serious today. We started off, a little bit flippant, but I think that topic turned serious quite quickly. But I think it is serious. These are the people's lives in terms of and their livelihoods, and in terms of personal training. I think a lot of people, this is a career, not a hobby for most of the PTs that we talk to anyway. So it's good. Yeah. I mean, it's great. We've got the membership is up and running, and we've got some people that are serious about building their businesses. And with Friday, we've got our first mastermind session. Masterminds meeting, masterclass sessions, where everyone's is going to be able to ask questions, and everybody's going to share their knowledge. Very excited about it. I think it's going to be amazing.
Tom is excited about it. Can you tell? Tom, are you excited about the masterclass? You see, he's totally excited.
I knew this couldn't stay serious for too long.
No, I mean, you didn't. You said it was too serious, Quentin. So thought I'd just play with this raccoon's tail over here. So the membership is up and running. You get a free app where you can train clients on. And we're also going to teach you how to use and set up that app, and then more importantly, how to put it to use extremely quickly, so that you're not the fitness professional that's sitting there not making any income. You're getting clients, you're getting experience. The more experience that you get, the more clients that you're going to be able to make happy with your product. And then what happens, especially what I found in my experience, people start talking about you, they start referring you, and that is the most powerful form of advertising. Not when you're like, my stuff is cool, when someone else is like, I'm doing this other thing and it's really cool, so contact this guy.
Absolutely.
That's the best way to get new clients on board, because if they trust them like the person who told them that person's got nothing to like lose or gain by referring you. So then people are a lot more open to it.
Exactly. So we'll talk about all of that stuff on Friday. And the cool thing is you're learning with other people just like yourself. So you're not out there alone on your own, lonesome, trying to wrestle through course material. You're doing it with some other people. So very cool. So let us know.
there's a community that are learning from each other.
Yeah.
But also, we mustn't forget the membership is really a great option if you want to start now, before the end of the year, and also if you're on a bit of a budget. It's a cost-effective way to start getting online. But we also must mention that we are going to be doing a new course. Well, not a new course. The next course is starting early next year. So if you are part of the membership, a really nice bonus is if you're part of the membership, you then get a discount to the first course in 2022.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. So if you guys are interested to learn more, just go to the website, trainme.academy. The .academy piece is the .com. So trainme.academy, nothing else. And yeah, we'll put the link in the notes as well. So you guys could go straight there, read more about it, and register and join us on Friday.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, Neil. That was awesome.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
All right. I think we...